Istanbul, Turkey. Fire tears through an apartment building, and a woman is trapped on the top floor. She's as far as she can go, hanging on by her fingertips. Now she's got one hand on the roof, one on the red-hot window frame. Smoke barrels into her face. Flames lick closer. And she can hold on no longer. It's a 5-story drop. But she has no choice. Luckily, firefighters inflate an airbag just in time. It saves the woman's life. It's a wonder she held on so long. But it brings a happy ending to a scene that appeared destined for tragedy. Tustin, California. A desperate rescue operation. A horse named Rio is trapped in thick mud and sinking. Rio's owner, Phil Sullivan, and firefighters are also stuck. Rio tries to make his way out. That causes him to sink even further. The men attach a rope and try to pull him out. If they pull too hard, it could lead to disaster.
He's a big animal, and having that much weight on, with his legs strapped like that, I was afraid he could break a leg and then we'd have to put him down.
Phil and his pals are frantic. They try digging Rio out with their bare hands. But it's impossible to maneuver. The mud is like quicksand.
The conditions were such that we were also being absorbed by the ground itself. You try to move and you go deeper. The feeling of it is helplessness. The horse is helpless and you're helpless.
It's been more than 3 hours. They still can't free Rio. That's when Jerry Daniel devises a plan.
A large animal rescue service who brought out a kind of a sled, and we put the sled up to the back of the horse, and then after digging his legs out and tying ropes to him, we were able to flip him onto this sled, and then had a half a dozen guys ready at that point to pull him towards the bank.
The rescuers push and pull. Rio struggles with his last ounce of strength. The horse collapses.
The horse was exhausted and had just completely mud from head to toe, and he was just tired, really tired.
It takes the strength of 10 men to finally get Rio up.
Yeah, we're all going to get him to go. There you go.
After 8 hours, Rio is on solid ground. Phil is relieved. The nightmare is over.
Without the efforts of everybody that was there that night and all the hard work by everybody, I think he'd probably still be stuck out there in the mud.
The North Atlantic. A cargo ship is sinking. A dozen crewmen are still on board. The captain finally orders an evacuation, just as the main deck goes under. The crew manages to make it onto 2 tented life rafts. They flee the shipwreck. But the ocean currents are fierce. The water is freezing. If they're not rescued soon, they could drift from sight, or worse, fall into the Arctic waters. A Norwegian Navy vessel answers the distress call. The choppy ocean could capsize the light rafts at any moment. The stranded sailors won't last a minute in this icy sea. The Navy prepares a rapid rescue. They toss ropes to bring the rafts closer, then reel them in. One by one, the sailors scramble to safety. Even now, they must brace themselves against the wild water. The Navy ferries the survivors to shore. They catch a final glimpse of their cargo ship disappearing into the depths of the ocean. The crewmen are grateful they didn't go down with it.
Coming up, a blowtorch bandit is no match for a clerk's big stick. And a race car careens out of control. And a track worker has nowhere to run. Then, a motorcycle sidecar crashes, launching two racers down the track. As the world's most amazing videos returns.